Good evening, everyone. Tonight we have a special guest, and thank you all for tuning in to the Real Antonia Maria show. Tonight we have a special guest. We have Brandii Clarke, better known as B.T. Clarke, the fine author of Love on the Verge. That will be our special guest tonight. We will be asking her about this fine book of hers, Love on the Verge, the Ultimate Betrayal. And then at the end of our interview, we will be taking questions. So, I will introduce my special guest, Miss Brandii Clarke, professionally known in the world as B.T. Clarke, and the owner and CEO of motivational speaking company called Motives to Motivate, where her focus of the topic is on anti-bullying, sexual abuse, and domestic violence. She is a woman's advocate and an anti-bullying advocate. Being a multi-talented woman, under her belt she holds many titles such as a wife, motivational speaker, actress, interpretive dancer, stage screenplay writer, anti-bullying activist, and book author. Let me introduce you to Miss B.T. Clarke, Love on the Verge, the Ultimate Betrayal.
Hi guys, thank you so much for having me, Antonia. I really appreciate it. How are you guys doing tonight?
Hey, good evening. Good evening. Very, very
I
blessed. How are you?
I am wonderful, super excited to be a part of the show tonight. I've been tuning in and watching and I've been intrigued. So I'm super happy it's my turn now. So I was
Yes,
jamming to
it
the
is.
music at the beginning too.
I'm happy. I'm happy that you have joined us. And to my viewers, this is Miss B.T. Clarke. Let me get it
Mhm.
correct. B.T. Clarke, the author of Love on the Verge. I have my book here. Then she signed it. Oh, let me get it this way. Yes. Love it, love it, love it. So to our viewers, I'm sorry. To our viewers, we're going to be taking questions for uh, author B.T. Clarke at the end of our interview. So I want y'all to subscribe. I'm sorry, technical difficulties. But we're going to start our interview with Miss Clarke. When did you first realize you wanted to be a writer?
Oh, when I was 15 years old, I my mom and I used to go through a lot. And growing up, I wasn't rebellious. I was misunderstood. So I I was in like really dark places at that time, and I wanted to kind of like get out of myself. I wanted to become someone different because being me, it was hard. So I wanted to portray something different. So I started writing dark poetry. The poetry was so 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 dark it scared me. So and
Wow.
that's when I realized I had a passion for writing or all things theatrical, I guess you'd say. And so the age of 15 is when I realized that writing, acting, anything dealing with the arts was a passion of mine. So it was good.
Wow, I can relate. Definitely can relate to that.
Yeah.
Is this your first time writing a book?
No, actually, I have. This is my second book, but first published. The first one
Mm.
I it's just on my laptop. It's just sitting there. And I was like, my husband was like, "Oh, you're definitely going to get this one out. Like, we are not sitting on this." So I was like, "Okay." And so he pushed me, and this is why this one was released. The first one is still sitting there. I'm going to revamp it and make it something totally different. And that's exactly what I'm working on right now.
Okay. Wow, I can't wait for that one. Can't wait. How long did it take you to write this book?
Whew, I don't want to tell my secret, but I mean, I guess I may have to. Um, to be honest with you, it took me about 2 months.
Wow.
Most people who write books, it takes like maybe months to years to write, to finish, to start, to actually the whole process. And honestly, for me, this whole process was God because it was not me. I was like, people were like, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, you're finished so fast," and I'm like, "I know." um, but it's something that I really wanted. I wanted it so bad that I had to do it, and so I sat for 8, 9 hours a day writing every single day. And that's how I got my blood clot in my leg. But all is well. All is well.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Where did you get the inspiration for this book?
Um, there was a Facebook story. The book is totally fiction, by the way, but there was a Facebook
Mhm.
story of something really crazy happening with some guy, and I was like, man, I really want to, write something crazy like this that people would, want to read. And all I know is my mind went into a whole dark place. And I just started writing all kind of crazy dark stuff. And that's how the book came about. And I mean, it shocked me how dark it went. So yeah, I mean, I did it,
Wow.
and people seem to love it.
I do. I do. I did enjoy it. Tell us a little bit about the book.
Okay, the book is told through the eyes of a 15-year-old girl. Her name is Alexis, and she thinks that her family is the most perfect people in the world. And she soon comes to realize that It's not that at all. You will see mystery. You will read mystery, murder. If you like Lifetime movies, this is the book for you. It's like a doggone Lifetime movie on a page. Okay, you're
Yes, it
gonna
is.
be like,
I love it.
if you start, you're not gonna want to put it down. You're gonna be like, oh no, I'm not putting this down. If the phone ring, you're not answering. If the kids want to eat, you're not, you're not answering. That's how good it is. So, and I'm not saying this because it's my book, but I'm saying it because it's true. I've heard it from so many people, and I honestly, I didn't even realize how much people would actually enjoy it. I was like, wow, really? You like it? Okay. So it made me feel good. It made me feel really good.
I enjoyed the book. I really did. From the beginning to the end, and I actually read it twice
Okay.
and got to yeah, I want because I love books like this. You know me, I'm all into the fiction fantasy kind of. I'm kind of
Listen, listen.
but
Me too. That's why I wrote it, girl.
this was a really great read. So, what is your favorite chapter of the book?
Whew. I have. I think I have two. I think I have two. My favorite chapter was between chapter 4 and 5, where the mother she snapped. I mean, if you like the TV show Snapped, sister girl, she snapped. Okay, she was like,
That was
you cheating? Okay.
right,
She went on a whole killing spree, and not to give too much away, but I'm gonna give you that little tad bit.
right,
She went
right.
on a
That was
so
one of
that
my
was one of
favorite chapters too.
mine too. My other favorite was the end, because I say the end because for you guys who are reading the book, when you get to the end, you're gonna be like super either pissed off, or you're gonna be like, "What the hell? Where's part two? I'm ready for part two." So that's probably why that was also my favorite chapter, because it leaves you guessing like, "Wait, what just happened?" So.
Yeah, because I had to read it twice. So I had to read it twice because of the ending. I was like,
Mhm.
did I miss something? Let me go back because of the Alexis, what happened to her? So I had to go
Mhm.
back and rewind a little bit. So I say,
Yep.
so I enjoy.
Yep. Good. Yeah, I had received a lot of messages and on my Instagram, on my Facebook, like, wait, you better tell me there's a part two to this, because you got my hopes and everything, my emotions on my sleeve, and I was like, well, okay, there's gonna be a part two. Okay, I got you. So that was good.
For
I
those
love
of
to
you
see
who are
that.
just joining, we have the wonderful B.T. Clarke, the author of Love on the Verge, the ultimate betrayal, and
Hi,
we're interviewing
everybody.
her of the book Love on the Verge, the ultimate betrayal. If you have any questions, we will be we will be taking questions at the end of the interview with the lovely author B.T. Clarke, Love on the Verge. Go out and purchase this wonderful book.
Yes, please do support a sister. Support
Yeah,
your black sister.
yes, that's what we doing.
Come on, come
What
on,
does
come
your
on.
family think of your writing? So you know I love your writing. Well, this is
Whew.
my cousin. For those of you who don't know,
um. Well, I hadn't heard much back. Some of my family hadn't really finished the whole thing. I hear people say, as of like yesterday, they're still reading. They're like, "Oh my God, it's getting good." So I didn't want to spoil anything, for anybody. But I think so far so good. Everybody's been supportive, and I'm really appreciative of that. To be honest with you, when I first came out and said, "Hey, I'm a book author now. The book is out pre-order." I was a little nervous, like, because I wasn't sure how much my family would support, and it was important to me that they support it. Even if they don't know, it was important to me. I'm saying it now. It was very important to me for them to support, because I feel like family is important, and I think we all should support each other, and not be about the crab mentality to, what I mean, like pulling somebody down to get where you want to be, to get ahead. Like, I want everybody to win together. And so if that means
right?
supporting me so I could support you, let's do it.
Correct,
So
correct.
yeah, my phone is blowing up. So yeah, I mean, all is well though. Can you guys hear
So,
me?
yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
We're
okay.
on live with the author of Love on the Verge, the ultimate portrayal, B.T. Clarke. For those of you who are just joining us, we will be taking questions at the end of the interview. Share and subscribe. Thank you for joining us. We have more questions with this fine author. What was the most surprising things you learned in creating your book?
I learned. Don't laugh either. I learned that there are 50 million different sides to me. That's what I learned, and um, I learned that I learned how creative I was. Honestly, I learned how creative I was. It was only God that allowed me to do this because for people who know me out there knows that I'm that super bubbly person who's always like super upbeat and positive and things like that, or I try to be. And so reading this book, you'd be like, I got so many messages like, "Is this my Brandie? Did you write this? Oh my God, what is wrong with your mind?" And I was like, okay. So I think I learned that there are many different sides to me I can pull from anywhere. So that was good for me. Because, I mean, I had to keep everybody guessing.
Wow.
I had to keep you intrigued, you know?
And it was great because that chapter with the mother that snapped that would probably be me. Any woman when she finds out that the man that she loved and been married to all those years have done what he did
Yeah.
in the pregnancy. What you know what? I'm not going to tell a book, but
Listen.
it is
Well,
something. It is something. It's something. It's
well, we can talk about it a little bit because I want people to go out and get it, to be like, you know what I mean, so they can read it for themselves, without giving the
Alexi's
whole
friend.
thing away. Yeah, yeah, crazy, crazy. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know how I even came up with that. I was just like, wait, we need a villain. Like, who better, right? Who better than somebody right in
I'm
your
like,
backyard?
oh, did she
Hmm.
really do
Oh, she
I said
did.
this. I said this little girl. I wanted to like.
Hmm.
I was like holding on to
Yeah.
the book all tight and stuff.
16, 17 years
Like
old, like, wait, you
right
doing grown woman stuff. Like, what is wrong with you? So, yeah.
with
But I don't know. I just,
with Alexis father. Oh, I was like, oh no, he didn't. Do you
I
have any
got,
suggestions to help other women? I'm sorry.
go ahead, it's fine. No.
Okay. Do you have any suggestions to help other women and men become a better writer?
Well, first I will say, if you know that you have a story, whether it's in your mind, whether it's in your private journal, wherever it may be, whether it's just like a quick thought, I say start it, because you never know how the ending will be, like what will become of it, what's going to happen afterwards, how God can elevate you from just that thought in your mind. So my thing is to write it, to start, and don't just start, finish it, and just let everything else flow after that. And that's my biggest advice: just start writing. That's it. Just that simple.
Well, okay. Wow, that's very much good information. What do you think about what makes a good story?
Like I said a few minutes ago, you got to know, you having a villain. People, okay, let me just say this, and I'm gonna be real. People are messy, and they like mess. So with that being said, people like drama, so give them drama, give them somebody they love to hate. Okay, like
Okay.
like Alexis's best friend. Give him somebody to hate.
Oh,
Um, and what makes a good story is the fact that you know your beginning and you know your ending. Knowing your
okay.
beginning, your ending, and the meat just comes. The meat is the middle part. Knowing your story, knowing what you want, knowing how many characters you want, knowing who you want and how you want them characters to be, that makes a good story.
Oh wow,
Whether it's
this is so
fiction, or, or whether it's
real.
fiction or or nonfiction, knowing your story, that's what makes a good story.
So we have here the awesome B.T. Clark for Love on the Verge, the Ultimate Betrayal, who I have the pleasure of interviewing. Now I have more questions, and I'm quite sure the audience do. And we're going to take questions after it's the
Okay.
interview. So if you have any questions, just click this, click the button to click the. I'm sorry, the
Okay.
link
Take your time.
in the comments if you have any questions. Back to you, Miss Clark. Tell us why we should purchase your book.
Woo,
Because
honey.
I already have it.
And listen, I'm so grateful and so appreciative of the support, the love. I feel like you should support my book because it's me. No, no, seriously. But I think that you guys should support because not just because I'm African American, but I'm also a woman. I'm a double minority, and it's really hard for women, and especially women of color, to get ahead. And I think that this project, this was my baby. This is my baby because it's still growing, and it's important to me. And if you love me and you support me, then this is important to you as well. And I feel like the purchasing of the book, and not just that, the promoting of it, I think that it'll open doors for other writers as well, because I'm also in the midst of helping other writers right now as well, to get their book
Wow,
out there,
that's
to get their stories out there, because a lot of people have stories to tell. And this, you purchasing my book will help me to help them, or to help you maybe one day. And I feel like sometimes God will allow us to go through things to help other people. And some people have straight books inside of them that they need to get out to help other people. We're all struggling. Sometimes we're all going through things. We're all, rocking the same boats. And I feel like we need each other. We need to hear each other out. And whether that's a book, a podcast, a TV show, whatever it may be, we need to hear each other out. And I feel like if you guys support me, you're in turn supporting yourself. That's my take.
oh, I love it. And we purchased this book.
Woo! Okay, so this amazing book is available on over 40,000 online book platforms. So you can purchase the book on Amazon, Books a Million, Barnes and Noble, wherever they sell books, you can purchase the book. You just got to go online and type in Love on the Verge, the Ultimate Betrayal, and you'll see my name, BT Clarke or Brandii Tanisha Clarke, pop up, and you can follow the link. You can go on Amazon and purchase it that way as well. The book is $14 and it's well worth it.
It sure is. It's very much well worth it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And we're going to be taking questions. If you'd like to join in on discussions, just click the link below in the comments. We're going to now be taking questions for E.T. Clark, Love on the Verge, The Ultimate Betrayal, the author of and Love on the Verge, The Ultimate Betrayal.
Yes. Yes. Come on, guys. Ask me
A
some questions.
lot
I'm
of people are
ready.
saying hello.
Hello, hello.
A lot of people are saying hello.
Hello, hello. I'm excited to talk to you guys. Oh,
So I
okay.
have
So
Miss Kim.
I, I see.
She's
Well,
asking, what's the book about?
Okay, you're just joining. Thank you so much for joining in. My book is called Love on the Verge: The Ultimate Betrayal, as you can see probably on the screen already. The book is about it's a story told through the eyes of a 15-year-old girl who thinks that her family's untouchable, like they're the most perfect people in the world without spot nor wrinkle. They're like just these amazing people, and so she soon learned that. Her family isn't what she thought they were. So you have a whole lot of murder, deceit, infidelity. You have all kind of things like that. And I wrote this book so that it caters to every age group. I mean, from teenager on up. It talks about everything that we go through. It talks about suicidal. We're dealing with teenagers, even adults. Talks about being suicidal. It talks about, like I said, infidelity. It talks about betrayal. It talks about it talks about pregnancy and different things of that nature. I don't know. Something's going on with the. I can't. Can you hear me? Hello.
I'm sorry. There we go. I do
That's okay.
apologize. So we have another question by Miss Stephanie Smith, and she's saying that she read your book, Brandii. It's really a good book. Once you start, you can't stop, and that's true. I just finished reading the book. I really enjoyed it, and I'm so proud of you, Brandii. Can't wait for the next one. So when is the
Thank
next
you.
one?
That's fine. Thank you, Auntie. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate your support and your love. Love you. Yes. Whew. Okay. So, part two. I'm working on multiple books right now. I'm actually working on three books right now. One which is not mine. I'm assisting, and the other two, they are mine, including Love on the Verge Part 2, The Ultimate Reality. So, this book is where it gets real, real. You guys are gonna you that the first one was crazy. The second one is gonna blow your mind, okay? So I'm looking for that one to be released within the next 3 months. Fingers crossed.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I'm working, girl. I'm moving. There's no time for a break.
And I can't wait. I can't wait to
Yep.
get my hands on that one and have you back on the show.
Thank
If you have
you.
any questions,
Yes. You can go on Amazon, Amazon and order one. Just type in "Love on the Verge" and it'll pop up. And you can order it. Click the link and order it. You can go to Barnes and Nobles and buy the book. I think Amazon. I think it's the cheapest on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. So I'm trying to give y'all the plug because I know everybody. People probably like, I ain't got no money to be buying up. Listen, support your sister.
it's well worth it. It's well worth it.
It
If there's
is.
anything else you'd like to share with the viewers,
Well, no, I just want you guys to follow me on Instagram, um, BT Clark the writer, and I would love for you guys to support me, share this podcast, share my book link. You can go to my Facebook page, Brandii So Happy Clark, and you'll see like a link to Amazon to go ahead and purchase the book. Also on my Instagram account, there is my website. You can also go on my website and click on the little pink box, and it'll take you right to Amazon. So no excuses, my people, no excuses. Go ahead and go ahead and buy this book so I can help y'all.
oh man, I enjoyed you tonight, and I appreciate you coming on the Antonia Maria show. I'd like to
Yes,
thank my
thank you so much
guests,
for having
my
me.
viewers. Until next time, if you would like to be a special guest on the show, just email me at the real Antonia 504 at gmail.com. And again, Miss BT Clark, I thank you.
Yes, thank you
God
so much
bless
for
you.
having me. God bless you
God
guys.
bless you.
Everybody, God be good. Blessings.
Thank you for joining today. Like and subscribe to the real Antonia Maria show. Like and subscribe, and I thank you. We will not be having a show next week, but it will be back the following week with something really special. Thank you for joining us today. Like and subscribe. Have a blessed one. Good night.